The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, because you could be watching this at any time of the day. It is your favorite prevention training duo, your boy Ryan from Healthy Him, and
what's up, y'all? It's Dwayne Savage, your other favorite prevention training specialist from the Networks program. What's goody? Happy Tuesday. I hope y'all had a good weekend, and thank you for tuning in with us today.
Yes, today is what? 2-2-2-2-2.
2-2-2.
It is. It's alignment, y'all. The balance, it's here. It's here. Hopefully everybody is cleansing their homes, getting, fresh energy in and cleaning out all of the negative. We are positive today. Good vibes.
Okay. Please sage it down. Write those goals down. Really use this energy to manifest what you want to manifest.
Yes.
Make a change. Say no. Okay.
Namaste. Period. Now, as you know, if you don't know, we are a combination of beautiful Pyro Media Network, who produces us so well, APLA Health, who we work under, and CDC, who gives us the funds to be here for you every week.
Because they got that coin.
Okay. Now let's get into what's popping. It's time. I got a bell. Y'all got a bell. We got a bell. It's time. We're going to talk about some things, y'all. All right. First thing. We originally didn't even know this was a thing. We just found this out within the last hour or so.
Y'all are going to gag.
Okay. So apparently, Miss Florida, the state, state has a don't say gay bill, apparently now. Apparently now it's the schools have to out students within 6 weeks of finding out that they are gay or any type of spectrum from LGBTQ+.
Right.
I despise Florida for many, many reasons. We know that's where Pulse nightclub has happened. We know that is where all things racist have happened.
Yes.
All of these difficulties and trials and tribulations that Black people go through and gay people go through is in Florida for the most part. Like, we have it all over, but Florida is always something happening. And I'm just like, what's going on? So apparently this was released at least 7 hours ago through Gay Times, right?
Through Gay Times. And I just think that this is so crazy because, like, Florida is it's very well, there's a lot of ethnic folks in there. It's a melting pot, for the Cubans, Puerto Ricans, and Haitians. Okay. And it's just a bunch of different culture. It's a lot of Black folks, it's a lot of gay folks. So I just think the fact that they're still so behind on this, but getting into this don't say gay bill. So for context and clarity, the bill has been amended with a requirement for school style students once they learn of them being like LGBTQ+. Like, and from our understanding from reading the Gay Times, it's basically saying that they have to, even if they're under like speculation, they would still be having to do this. Although they're saying that on Gay Times, this would be through an open dialogue and in a safe, supportive, and judgment-free environment that, quote unquote, respects the parent-child relationship and protects the mental, emotional, and physical well-being of the student. But my question is, how do you think that outing a child, not even a grown adult, a child who is still even figuring out their own hormones and bodies and personalities and who they want to be in this world, is going to be a safe mental and emotional space?
I just feel
Like,
like,
that doesn't-
No. N-O. No. No.
okay, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? It's 2022. Why does a child's sexuality and them finding themselves and exploring their sexuality, why does it have to be disclosed to someone and then within 6 weeks? You putting somebody on a time limit to come out? Like, is that what we're doing now? That's what we're doing now? Like, I don't understand. And then I just feel like kids are now going to be, especially the ones in Florida. I feel sorry for the ones who are still trying to figure out their sexuality, still trying to figure out, okay, what if I am gay? Like, I'm gonna have to be out in 6 weeks. So then they're gonna feel forced to come out before somebody outs them. Because you don't want nobody to do that for you. That's not a good experience.
And then get this, y'all. The bill states that schools, quote, may not encourage classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in primary grade levels or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for students. But what does that mean? Because we already know that even when they're teaching sex education to high schoolers, they're still not teaching like same gender loving sex. So, and also who is,
I hate Florida.
who's setting the tone for these like age appropriate, like developmentally, like when it's who's setting this up? Like who's doing this? Who is saying, oh, okay, at this age, this is perfect. This is great. Like 16, 17, 18, as they're almost out. Yeah, that's when they can learn about their sexuality and their gender identity and things like that. When we all know that most of the kids, they're doing something. They're doing something in between those years of, like, I would say, what would you say, like 12 and 17?
Yeah, that's a good time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like even though they're that, but it's like, even with speculation, like they could have, a teacher could have like one little inkling of like, I feel like he gay or she gay. And they have to report it. And it's like, what if they're not? Maybe they just are just different. They want to be free. Like, why they got to be in this box? Like, that's,
Okay.
You know what? Next.
For the last time, no.
Yeah.
Next on the list. Okay, we're going to talk about the beautiful, beautiful ending of Arthur. Now, if you are within the age range of 96, born from what? 96 to at least, let's say about 2003. Let's give that to them a little bit. You have seen Arthur. You have watched Arthur. You know Arthur. Arthur came to an ending. Series finale was yesterday. And it was beautiful. We actually watched it today.
So cute, y'all.
It was. I don't want to spoil it, but I mean it's already out. But yes, Arthur has been around for 26 years, and they finally came to an ending yesterday. The longest animated children's show, I believe, in like ever.
Really?
Ever. Yes, ever. And at first I was like, no, Sesame Street, but I'm like, Sesame Street, not animated. So it's just, yeah. But Sesame Street is still
they
on.
are puppets, yeah.
They are.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, most people don't know this, but like Arthur isn't a mouse because he thought he was a mouse.
He should be a mouse.
He's not a mouse.
Tell the people what he is.
A lot of people thought he was an anteater, a mouse, but he's an aardvark. Arthur is an aardvark. So I've never really seen an aardvark.
Right. How many of y'all have seen an aardvark? Put it in the comments.
It's rare when you see, like, I don't think anybody has seen an aardvark. It's just, he's an aardvark. People like okay, with ears up top. Yeah.
And I loved Arthur too, Kwame. I'm very sad to see it go,
Yes,
but like
it's part of our generation.
the ending episode it really ended on a very lovely, like, right.
He's not a mouse.
Because he should be a mouse.
He's not a mouse.
Because he should be a mouse.
No, he's not.
I definitely thought the teacher was a rat though, because he had the longer nose. So I was just like,
shout out to the same sex too. They did show that.
oh yeah, because he was
married to another.
See,
Shout out to that.
They
showed us.
They
showed us.
Okay.
They showed us at young ages, but it was beautiful. I loved it. We knew that love, same sex love, same gender loving relationships could be possible, and that's what I love. But it came to an ending, and we watched it, and it was beautiful. And I was like, oh my gosh, they all got a happy ending. And basically, I'm sorry, I'm gonna spoil it for y'all.
Don't spoil it for the people. It's on YouTube, y'all, for the free. Just watch it.
You sure?
Yes. If you care, just watch it. But just know, low-key, everybody got a better career than Arthur. No shade. No shade.
I like his career.
Except Arthur and Buster, I think they got the short end of the stick. So I'll just say that.
Well, everybody is still friends. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Even DW is still close to the gang, so that's all that matters. But now let's get into Hey.
Hi.
Let's get into Miss Wendy Williams. How you doing?
Oh, Wendy.
Hold on, no. Because Wendy is what out, and that's a
No.
for her because Miss Sherry Shepherd is in. Okay, Wendy Williams show is being canceled. It's done. It's chopped. It's not it. They said we're leaving. You have to go. You are done. You can no longer have a show. Miss Sherry Shepherd, you come in, you move in, you get this apartment, you build, and you prosper. Okay.
Okay, now listen. I know that Auntie Wendy is a little messy. Don't do that, Kwame.
Period.
Don't do that, Kwame.
How you do it? Bye.
Auntie Wendy is a little messy. We all understand that, but like as a journalist and a personality and a host that she has been for X amount of was she your grandma? But no, for real, like as she's been a host for so long, she has given us the tea. Like she has delivered all of the news that we wanted to hear, you know. And although we may not like her for it, that is also why we tuned in, because she was not afraid to push the limits and push the boundaries. And she put everybody's business on Front Street, okay, including her own. And that is just one thing that I can definitely, even live, because she was always like on the show, she would always like pan to her dude and be like, yeah, he over there, and da 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 da, and just be talking mess. I'm not gonna curse because you know we're funded, but
I mean we have a warning label.
But I say all that to say, I think Auntie Wendy had a good run. I think she had an amazing show for the time that she had it, and I definitely don't think this is the last we'll see from her. Yes, do I think that? I don't remember her asking her to be disrespectful.
She has been disrespectful.
She's
been disrespectful to so many people, including my queen Nicki Minaj. Girl,
Wendy is disrespectful because
she has no respect for people sometimes. It's like, girl,
that's because she heard on the
but then she wants all of the affection and sympathy from everybody. Like, I'm crying, my husband left me, he cheated on me. It's like you want all this sympathy, but you don't give that to
he didn't leave
people.
her. She left him. He wasn't gonna leave her. Well, if he left her, what was he? Okay, but he didn't leave her though. Because why? Because he ain't got no money.
Child, well, he got something. He got something now because he doing successful without her.
What he got?
I don't know, but he got something without her.
What? I ain't heard nothing.
Well, look, all I heard is he's happy and she not, and that's all that matters. And then she'll got a show. So how about that? Bye, Wendy. Thank you.
You know what? I don't like all this hateration and holleration in this dancery. So let's just get on to the Sherry Shepherd part. Okay, how do we feel? Do we think she's going to, give?
She gonna give what was supposed to be given.
I don't know.
I think she is. She's funny. Wendy's not funny.
Sherry be hitting the misses sometimes.
Messy. Wendy is messy. But so Sherry is funny. It's a difference. To have a show, you need to be charismatic. You need to be funny.
But I'm not gonna lie. I like Sherry Shepherd, but sometimes
she's funny.
And I'll be getting Sherry Shepherd and what's her name? Grace Jones? Not Grace Jones. Not Grace Jones.
Nothing alike.
What's her name? It's the other lady.
Who?
Is it Grace Jones?
I don't know. I don't think he's talking about. No, you can't become a Grace Jones. Grace Jones is a model.
Yeah, no, not her.
So
it's the other lady that was on Celebrity Apprentice. She was on the show. She was on the show with Nene Leakes. She was on the season with Nene Leakes. You don't remember? Okay, that's besides the point.
I'm about to say I don't remember who you're talking about.
But anyway, you said she's funny, so you think she's gonna do a good job?
She's gonna kill it. She's gonna kill it. She's gonna do a great job. Numbers are gonna go up. Stats are gonna be high, and everybody's gonna be like, "I'm living for it." Period. And she's been on other shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the shows that don't nobody watch.
She's been on The Real. People watch The Real.
She was a guest.
Okay. And people watched it because of her.
No, they didn't.
They did. Let's talk about it.
I watched it more when Amanda Seales was on it, but that's just me.
She's controversy, but okay. I do love her though. But okay, continue.
Shout out to the Kansas.
Anyway, Wendy is still a
N-O.
Well, I'm by Auntie Wendy girl. I'm gonna still watch your old episodes. I don't care.
Child, thank you. Next, like Ariana. Next.
Oh, okay. Look, on a better note though, because it just keeps getting better and better, y'all. So y'all remember the Ahmaud Arbery's case, right? So I know we talked about this a couple of months ago when they were charged guilty on all counts in the state, but now they have moved up to federal court. Okay, and guess what? They are guilty on all counts again. They are never, ever, ever seeing outside again. Okay, and we love to see it. Okay, this was breaking news at what was it? 7:48 a.m. this morning. So the men who chased down and murdered Ahmaud Arbery committed a hate crime in the process of their fatal actions, and they've all just been convicted of that offense. The 12 jurors in the federal hate crime trial reached their decision Tuesday after a week-long trial in which prosecutors argued the motivation behind the murder was hatred toward Arbery because of his race.
Racist!
As such, we don't even really need to mention them name. The white men. Actually, you know what? We will, because you know.
No, we don't.
But do
you want to?
I mean, I just think that. Well, no, the murderers. There we go.
Okay.
The killers. How I'm trying to do it how they be describing us, like, you know. But anyway, we're all convicted, and it's just we love to see it. Okay, look now, if we could just get the rest of them. I love that they're making an example out of these 3 men, but it's
so many.
Right.
It's so many Black lives have been taken.
As awesome as it is that we are getting these 3 men, there are so many others that have gotten away with it. So I just hope that we keep that same energy as a community and as Black people and as a country, so that people can continue to get justice, because as a Black person, we all know that is a rare.
That part. But let's get into the a little positive of that. Ahmaud kind of fine.
Oh my God.
I didn't realize how fine he was, but that's besides the point. He is kind of fine.
You love the trade.
He is kind of fine. Do I love the trade?
Love the trade.
I love the trade. I love me a little quirky thing, because I'm so like, I need somebody a little quiet and chill. I don't want like trade. But we can get into that later. Let's talk about this Tinder swindler. Y'all.
Now, I don't even know what this is about, y'all. I don't.
Look. It's the rave on Netflix right now. It's doing good in numbers. It's in the top 10. You know, when something is popular on Netflix, it's always in that top 10 when you first go in there. So the Tinder swindler apparently is this guy who was meeting these women on Tinder, and he was finessing them. Okay, he was taking them on dates. He was telling them, oh, like, my car just broke down or something happened. Can you spot me, like, a couple grand? And they would do it.
A couple grand?
And they had it, and they gave it to him, and they was like, all right, I'll go in debt for you. It's okay. Like, I like you.
Let me get on these dang apps again.
He was fine. He was like, okay, he's fine. I want to be with him, so I'll give him all the money he wants. And then he would just be like, disappear. Ghost. He got convicted, apparently. Like, he was convicted. He went to jail for a little bit, but it was only like a little bit of time. And then he got out, and all the charges were done. Like, they were gone.
Ridiculous.
But now the women who gave him all this money are now in debt because of him. They're still paying off to this very moment, to this day. And this man is free, even though he already did them wrong. So everybody's talking about this, and it's just like some people are laughing at it. Some people are like, this is crazy. And you're just like, you got to watch people.
Okay, but
like,
just for context, y'all, this is a white man.
It is.
Okay.
And it wasn't no catfish mess. Like, he was real. His dates were real. He would meet these people in person. He was just that good of a finesse. Like,
But was he really that good of a finesse, or was he just white? Because that's just my whole
child, no. If you can get, regardless of you.
Because I don't know. I know some niggas in the hood right now that do this, and they will not get away with as much as this man is getting away with, nor would they be not in jail.
Potentially.
So I don't know. I don't think he's that good of a finesser, as my co-host said over here. However,
look,
I just think, white is rarely ever not right in this world. And I'm going to just leave it at that.
White men
should be in jail.
White men have a lot of power in the white realm. Well, and it'd be feeling like all rounds, goddamn good. Like,
No!
Okay, that part. But I feel like, honestly, it's because, like, one, to the white women, he was attractive. Two, he didn't really have much money.
I like this. He got a little Dior shirt on.
He was scamming, because he was scamming. He was scamming. So it was like, and it's scammers all around the world. It's just, how good are you at it? And he was clearly good at it.
But I wonder if he ever, like, bought them gifts or anything.
See, I don't know all that. I didn't finish the season. I probably saw
It's a show?
It's a show on Netflix. That's what we talking about.
Oh, child.
Watch it. Go on Netflix 2 nights. You can watch it right now. Well, no, watch us first. And then watch it. And then, yeah, you will see, like, this man really finessed these women. And there was multiple women. Like, it was more than at least 3. It was way more than that. It was a whole show. So it was like, it's a thing.
I mean, rocking Shanae and Dioyo, I don't think that...
He had these women in love, okay? They was in love.
I bet they were.
Sending him money. Like, can you imagine just getting all that money like that?
Yeah, I could. Mm-hmm.
I'm screaming.
If
Just
I,
sent to you?
yeah, if I was a white man in America,
Okay.
like
That's true.
I'd be doing a little more than that.
They have a lot of access to a lot of things. Okay.
True. I'd be applying for loans and all
Facts.
and all types of things. Babe, come here. Come with me to the bank real quick. I need a co-signer on this.
You can get a scholarship just for having or like writing with your left hand. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, that's cute. Come on.
Yeah, they give money away from a lot of things.
Anyways, child, let's get into this main topic of today. This is why you're here. Let's go.
Ooh.
Come on. Main topic. We are here today. 2222.
This bell is taking me out. I don't know. Like
I'm trying to give y'all a little noise, a little sound effect, a little.
I had a little history in
a little something.
in Arichi Buddhism. So when you had the ding ding ding, I thought we was getting ready to Nam Yoho Renge Kyo. Okay,
come on.
That's what I thought we was about to do, but it's okay.
I cannot. Annoying. God.
What's our main topic?
We talking about what is sex?
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talking about stroking and chilling.
Ooh.
You know, we talking about that. Like, let's get into it. So we talking about safe sex. What is safe sex to you?
Safe sex to me looks like, you know, me being on PrEP.
Come on.
Me, you know, having like, well, also me being in like a relationship, but also you know, not always like penetrative stuff. Like, you know, I like a little fellatio. I like a little analingus. And that's booty eating for y'all who don't know. But yeah, there's just so many other things. Like there's so many subcategories to sex that I think we just miss. Like we always get to the physical and never really touch on or talk about the sensual, but that's why we're here today.
Exactly.
But what is safe sex for you, friend?
Going off of what you said first. Exactly, because I feel like intimacy is a big thing that we always miss. We always think like we had last week. Frankie was on the show, if you guys remember.
Yeah, shout out to Frankie.
Him talking about go watch that episode if you missed it. Him talking about his polyamorous marriage and how, you know, sometimes he just on his first date with people, he wants to take a shower with you and just be sensual, nothing sexual. And that's possible. We just being men and gay men on top of that, it's like we're automatically, you know, oh, this is sexy. Like we're going to have sex. Like, and I was just like, oh, because I even responded. I was like, that's going to make me fall in love with you. But anyway, safe sex to me. I actually answered this on our first episode, if you guys don't remember. So go watch that as well. CDC, Chocolate Drop Confessional.
Yes.
But I basically said, one, safe sex is whatever it is to you, because everyone has a different definition. For me in particular, I would say yes. Actually looked when I said everyone has a, yeah, they do. So for me, safe sex is honestly being protected in the best ways that you want to. Okay.
Ooh.
And that's leading into our next.
Wait, give that back to them again. What is it?
Safe sex.
Okay.
Is it on?
Right. Okay.
Safe sex. You know who made this title.
It was me.
Turn the mic on. Hold on. Safe sex is what it is to you and how you use that. Okay. Wait, I don't think I said it the same way.
You didn't, but it's okay.
But y'all got the first time.
We moving on.
I got too distracted. Momentum.
And just real quick, we wanted to say, hey, the Anthony Brown show, okay, and the term for booty eating again is analingus.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you said.
Yes, analingus.
Okay. But piggybacking off of our next situation, condoms, love them or hate them. This is why I said safe sex is what it is to you, essentially. To me, y'all, although I work in sexual health, I will always promote a good condom and to be on PrEP. But baby,
but do you use them?
I hate them. I don't use them in my life. Okay. I will always recommend them to other people, but I'll also recommend what I do, which is don't use them, but be on PrEP. Like if you don't use them, make sure you're on PrEP or make sure you're taking safety precautions to, you know, have safe sex. And of course, know your statuses and just know while you're having fun, make sure you're protected. I don't like condoms because, child, some of them don't feel right, and I just want to feel your skin on my skin. What were you gonna say? No heels, no shirt, no skirt, just skin. No jeans, take them off. Wanna feel your skin. You a beast boy. You know that I like that. Your skin. Okay. So I just want to feel your skin. I know they have like air skiers and all
They
different types of
do.
condoms.
They have the skin.
It's not
they
the
have like the
same.
thin with the ribbed in it. There's so many options. Okay, so obviously y'all must know that. Well,
PrEP is 99.9% effective,
and is now.
and now we're coming up with an injectable PrEP. So how about that?
Prior to
Mm-hmm.
my last relationship and my current relationship, it's 99.9%.
Yes.
99.9%, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty darn effective.
It is, and it's so many means now. You have injectable, you have pill, you have the 211,
also known as PrEP on demand. You know, there's so many options.
It's effective. Okay, take it from people who actually have and are on PrEP.
Okay, and even as like I use PrEP, I still like to. Well, now I don't use condoms, but prior to when I was yes, but I am on PrEP. Prior to when I was in the hookup culture and in the hookup scene and things like that. Okay. I loved using condoms. I felt like, especially as I'm a top, I am a soft top, or as we like to, not even I wouldn't even call myself a soft top. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Let's give them the definition of that. What's the definition of that?
I mean, a definition of a soft top is just somebody who's very in touch with their feminine side. You know, somebody that, is caring, is not just out to get theirs, doesn't always portray this like hyper masculine like persona, but will still break your back. Okay.
I first heard that term on, I don't know if you saw the show, The Boys on,
yes.
I first saw that and I was like, I love this show and I love that term. I just love it. Like Black Gay Excellence. If y'all hadn't seen it, The Boys is on YouTube. It's a YouTube gay series, a Black YouTube gay series. So let's talk about that. But anyway,
yeah, I loved condoms because I felt, especially as like a top, I feel like it. Well, one, there's so many benefits. Besides the fact that it protects you, it also protects your partner. For the guys who can't last long, okay. And that definitely it does desensitize, but I feel like that's probably good for y'all. Like,
I surely will.
That's probably good for y'all who can't last very long, because it does take away some of the sensation and constrict some of the blood flow.
They can use, what's the names though? What do they call them? The cock rings. Cock rings can hold your ejaculation.
Okay, now for our baby gays.
Oh yeah, so the newlies.
For the baby gays, queers, and questionings.
I wish we had our dildos here. We'll have them next week for you guys.
A cock ring is basically like it's like a plastic ring. It's not as thick as this.
Put it on the Coke.
It's about
put it on the Coke.
It's about
use the Coke.
We not sponsored by them. I'm not doing that. But it's about that size. It's a plastic ring that you kind of put over. You can either put it over just the shaft, or you can put it over the shaft and balls. Me personally, I've lived a lot of life, and so I used to go dance.
Okay.
And when I used to go dance, I would use like the cock ring to like
embellish.
Yes, of course. Because that's how you get the monies. Okay,
yes. Make sure it stays. It makes it stay a little firm for a little bit.
Yeah, that's basically what it does. So so if you can, thank you, Anthony.
Yes,
I like that term too.
Come on, soft top.
But yes, you can use that as well if you don't like condoms. But I just think that condoms. I'm such an advocate for condoms because it's just why not? Like, why not? Especially since we have like the thin ones. I really don't see why not.
That's why I'm here, darling. So why not is I want to feel your dick inside of me pulsating and all of the above.
But you can't feel that with the condom on?
It's not the same.
What do you mean?
And then also
so explain
for
that.
us girls, although I am averse, I enjoy being, dominated in such said way in bedroom. So for me, on PrEP, when you're on PrEP. Sometimes you don't want a condom, and you would like to have the experience that some females have.
What do you mean? Okay, so I
ejaculate inside me.
Oh,
yes, I want that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's just like, is it? But what if he like still does, but in the condom, like, does it
not
feel
the same?
But can you feel it?
You can't.
No, but can you feel it like when it's like when he's nutting like inside you can feel that?
I mean, you can feel it pulsating, but you can't feel the actual inside you.
You're not feeling the goo. You're not feeling the kids.
You're not. I want to feel like I'm carrying your children. But I'm not, obviously, because I'm not. I don't have the processes for all of that. But you know what I'm saying.
Some men do.
Some, yes, hello, but I do not. So yeah, that's just how it is. For those who are like me, that's why. I do say use condoms if you feel like, okay, PrEP is not enough for me. Always, that's what we're here for. I will always suggest use a condom, be on PrEP.
Because PrEP doesn't protect you from other things. Like it definitely does not protect you from STDs and STIs like gonorrhea and chlamydia and syphilis. Okay, and look, y'all, ain't no cure for syphilis.
Herpes.
That hoe is gonna be with you forever.
Mm-hmm.
And this isn't really like to scare you or say that, because also like if you ask the proper questions prior to like a hookup situation, then you won't even have to really worry about that. I mean, people be lying, but that that's why you should just do whatever you feel the most comfortable with, and at the end of the day, like
that part,
whatever decisions you make, we'll be here to help you.
That part, that's why we're here. And I just feel like it's funny because I recently had a conversation with one of my friends. They asked me, they were just like, because they're still, new to the gang, and that's why I'm here. They were basically like, okay, Ryan, like, I didn't know you could like get STI or STD from like just sucking dick or getting your dick sucked. And I was like, you can. They can have something in their mouth. They can have something on their dick. You don't know. So sometimes I tell people to use condoms even with oral, but like that's only if you genuinely do not trust the person but if you're not trusting them, why are you really doing something with them? But I mean, hey, to your discretion. But for me, I feel like personally, at the end of the day, make sure you're safe. Safe is, again, what it means to you, okay? Don't try to go off of anybody else. Don't be like this, that, If you use a condom, use a condom. If you don't want to use a condom, don't use a condom. Just make sure you're on PrEP. Make sure you are taking all safety precautions and doing what you need to do, okay?
Okay.
And know the person's status and yours. That is very imperative.
And that's exactly what I was. Thank you so much, Kwame. Shout out to our producer in the big.
Oh, syphilis is curable, apparently.
Yeah, Nigel said syphilis is curable. It's a bacterial infection, and he would be correct. So syphilis is curable. However, the effects and the side effects that you get with however long you are carrying syphilis without knowing is a completely different story. Like that stuff, like the feet peeling and some it's a lot of like really harmful things that come along like with syphilis. Like syphilis kind of opens you up for all other types of like STIs. It's wild.
But herpes is not curable.
Apparently.
I don't think herpes is curable.
No, that's
one thing that I really know is not.
But
curable.
Also in men, there's not really a lot of like. What's the word I'm looking for?
No matter what.
Not side effects, but what's the word that I'm looking for, friend?
I don't know. You're gonna have to hurry up. I'm waiting.
There aren't a lot of like signs. Yes, like physical signs in men. Like that usually shows up more so in women. I mean, there can be, but 9 times out of 10, there typically isn't for men.
Mm-hmm.
That's something you have to really be like, oh, I think I see
something going on.
Or is that
a lot of people don't check. That's another thing. Check. After you have a sexual encounter, at least it usually pops up within at least 14 plus hours.
Or at least like utilize your resources. Like for example, like us.
Okay, we'll get into that later.
Like
well, of course,
what you mean?
We're here, but we're gonna talk about the deep resources that we have later, But essentially, yes, people don't check. So like when you are having a sexual encounter, wait at least a day or two or ish, and like just check yourself. Just be like, if you're feeling weird, check your mouth. Look at your mouth. Be like, okay, what's going on? And then look down there or look back there if you can. Pop up a mirror or do something because look, you need to know, and that's that.
But yeah, utilize your resources. Do you think? Now,
moving a lot. Slow down.
I just think that as many resources as we have, it shouldn't be. I don't feel like we should have like an issue as far as like, you know, getting the resources that we need to stay safe and to be able to enjoy the pleasures of sex, whether it be, you know, inner or outer sex, without any complications. But oftentimes, like, I'll run into people and they won't even know that we're here. Like, and they literally live up the street.
Yeah, that part.
So like, do you think as like a Black community, we really utilize our resources that are available to us as far as like, you know, condoms and like just sexual health clinics, basically?
I think we do. I think it's just such a stigma with being judged, or when we walk in, it's going to feel like this is like a clinic. This is feeling weird. That's why we just opened out here downstairs, y'all. So, okay, hello. We are here. We are open, and I think we're trying to create a vibe that's not clinical. Like we want you to come in and just feel like, you know, I'm getting tested, but I'm not in a clinic, like, you know?
Right.
And when you come in, you see Daniel and you see, you know, people that you've seen on everywhere, like pretty much all of Instagram, all of here, the link, like we're just like, yeah, it's nothing different between us. It's not like we're, you know,
it's a little regular folks.
We dress like this every day, you know, we look casual, you know, we don't wear, you know, what is it called? The little schmucks and all of that. Scrubs and all of that. Mm-hmm. We don't do all that. We don't do all that because we with the people.
I don't know, friend. I think I would have to disagree. Like, I don't think that we utilize our resources, especially like me, like, because I'm a native, and just me growing up, like being a baby gay and all, like in high school and things. I did not know about like clinics and things. I did not know about the LGBT center. Well, mainly because I wasn't trying to be outed and I wasn't trying to go nowhere where it was like, although I was in like, you know, like GSA and, you know, the gay spaces and like as an ally. But yeah, I never really looked up. The only resource that I really knew about was one that is in specific to, you know, pregnancy and things like that. I don't want to shout them out because, again, we don't do that for free. But yeah, that was the only clinic that I really knew of. And I just think, I don't know why it is that we, or at least for me, why I strayed away from like going to the LGBT center or even knowing that they offered like, you know, STD testing and HIV testing and things like that. Like, I just thought it was just a center for gay folks that just, you know, needed some refuge or needed housing or, you know, I thought that it was like a food pantry too. Like, I didn't really I did not know all of these resources were available. And I just think that that's why to hire like people that look like us. And that's why we do this show, because it really just, it makes a huge difference. Like, to know that there is a place that you can go where, one, you won't be outed, two, they know ain't nobody, we not Florida, so we ain't gotta tell your parents. And everybody will take care of you and treat you right and educate you and not belittle you or make you feel like, oh my God, you're a child, you shouldn't be having sex. Like, we don't really care what you do or how you do it, because chances are we didn't been there and done that.
Okay.
We just want to make sure that
you're doing it safely.
Period.
Okay. And that's that.
So speaking of, like, what resources are actually available in Black queer spaces, specifically Black queer spaces, outside of us, you know, here at Out Here.
Out Here Sexual Health Clinic open now.
Okay.
Erky. Resources available beyond us. I would recommend where I first got tested, because being a transplant, it was kind of different.
Yeah, how was that for you too? Like, you know, being a transplant and then trying to figure out, like, where am I going to get these resources? Like, where am I going to get tested? Where am I going to, like, oh my God, like, I just threw that thing on him last night. You know, I may have forgotten my prep.
Okay, that part. For me, I've been here for over 7-ish years now. And it was essentially like, you know, I kind of knew about what was going on in LA, but I wasn't too aware. When I first got here, I got tested at, it was actually out of the closet, just like Daniel did, actually. It was actually out of the closet for my very first testing. But I thought it was AHF, so I kind of forgot in that video. But I did also get tested at AHF a lot as well. So I would say Out of the Closet is good for people who are just looking for something quick and very discreet. For me, my experience, I went in the room
really is
with this cool, he was a nice, cool black man, older black man. Older black man, he was chill. It's like you're going shopping, but then like nobody know that you in the cut. Like you walk into the door real quick and close the door. And
Okay.
like, you get tested. Like you don't know. I'm here shopping. You don't know what I'm doing.
I got tested out of the closet one time, but that's because they was giving something away for free.
I'm screaming.
I mean, hey.
But yeah, then I went to AHF. And AHF is also a good place for men of color. It's definitely a place where I feel like
it's a melting pot, y'all. They got everybody up in that office.
They do. But it's more of us than them.
Oh, okay. I was like, them who, friend, them who? Like,
yeah. So it's more us than them. And that's what I appreciate about AHF. Like, essentially, that's who it's for. It's for us. So I would say AHF and outside of us, obviously, AHF and Out of the Closet. If you just want something quick and easy. I don't know many others that offer as extensive full panels like we do. Because, we do swab testing. We do
we do the NC with the finger prick. Okay. We also have a phlebotomist.
Yes. So we take STI and STD testing.
Okay.
We do that. We do the swabs of the mouth, the little urine.
All the swabs.
We do all up in the booty hole. It's a booty hole.
It's a booty hole.
Yeah, and we get up in there. Well, you do that actually, but we make sure we give you the utensils you need to go into the bathroom and do what you got to do.
And just quick pause. What are our ages and where are we located?
Oh, what you trying to know for?
Well, maybe they want to come in and get services, but they just want to make sure that they,
But if you saw our first episode, CDC, we talked all about ourselves. So go watch the first episode. We'll tell you. It's like, no, I'm playing.
Nah, okay, so
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
I'm 26, going on 27 this year, and
I am 24. I will be 25 in 3 months.
And oh wow.
Yes,
okay.
and it's my golden year, y'all.
Okay.
25 on the 25th.
She's getting crazy.
She's a little hyper. She has some sugar hurts.
But also, we are located at the Baldwin Hills location. That is off of La Brea and Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. If you're available, come through. Okay, say hello. We are here Monday through Friday, unless it's a holiday.
Yes.
And then other than that, we do have other locations for our Out Here Sexual Health clinic/center, because we don't really like to use the word clinic. We have one in Long Beach. We have one located at the HBCU, Charles Drew University in Watts Willowbrook area. And we also have another one on Olympic.
Yes. But we talked about all of that, and you know where to find us. But we're gonna go on commercial in about 2 minutes as we get deeper into this, just so you know, because we realized we were like rambling, and I didn't realize how much time has gone by without a break. So we're gonna get into a commercial in about 2 minutes, but let's talk about this next thing. Tests offered. What tests are actually offered? And where can I get a full panel?
You know what? We'll answer that right after this commercial break.
Oh.
Are you in need of a quick and easy way to know your HIV status? Swab and Chill is a discreet way to learn your status in the comfort of your own home. The process gives you results in 20 minutes. Swab the upper gums, swab the lower gums, and voila! Simply follow the colorful step-by-step instructions located inside the kit. Or call APLA and we can assist you virtually. In addition, all kits include condoms and lube for that penetrative fun. For our trans clients, we have Swab and Chill Plus, a customizable kit for trans-specific needs. And we haven't forgotten about COVID either. All kits include personal protection gear, like face masks, comfortable yet stylish, a personal touch tool for dealing with those germ-infested handles and ATM keypads, wet wipes for those little messes that need cleaning up. Also, keep that summer body protected with Swab and Chill sunscreen. And don't forget about our fanny packs for those quick trips to the store. All this can be yours. Simply call Swab and Chill at 323-329-9713 or email us at swabandchill@apla.org. We would love for you to be part of our Swab and Chill family.
Come swab and chill with us!
And we are back, y'all. We went to a abrupt commercial break because it was like we didn't realize it was so long. But y'all know I keep seeing all these faces, and y'all like these are not the people we're looking at right now. I mean, you see him, but you don't see me.
Right.
So for those who don't know, I've been here for a little over 3 months now, and I'm a new face, but we'll have our own little situation soon, where it's just us,
Right.
your fave chocolate duo.
Okay.
And you won't see any other faces anymore. But it's okay. For now, we can keep them. Back into what we were talking about.
The shade.
Bring it back.
Okay, wait.
Bring that meat in.
But no. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were talking about tests that were offered.
Yes. So if we got a question sent to us. And they said, if I am having safe sex, do I need a full panel STD/STI screening? What you say about that?
Well, first of all, do y'all know what is encompassed in like a quote unquote like full panel STD and STI screening?
Let's get into it.
Yeah, like comment below real quick. We'll give y'all about like 1 minute. Like, what do you think encompasses a full panel STD/STI screening? And I'm definitely okay. We'll give y'all like 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm gonna sing the song because we don't have it. Shout out to Kwame because we have the best producer in the world.
I'm gonna give y'all
don't need to sing. Y'all don't need to sing.
He didn't want to hear it. We sound terrible.
Right, speak for yourself. It was beautiful.
Anyway, so go ahead.
All right. So what encompasses full panel STD and STI screening is,
answer for the people.
So we have chlamydia.
We do.
Gonorrhea.
We do.
Okay. The mouth swab. Anal swab.
What else we checking?
That's
Chlamydia,
it.
Gonorrhea, no. Syphilis.
No, syphilis you have to ask for.
Yeah.
As well as
But
HIV.
we draw blood for syphilis.
Yes, you do.
We have phlebotomists here. Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do that.
And we got a NSTI. He does it.
I sure do.
He
Okay.
can take your test.
Come see me.
Or come see me if you want to wait 20 minutes and just talk about your sexual health and just kiki with me real quick.
Yeah.
Period.
But yeah, like okay, we'd love to invite you both on our show one evening. We go live every Tuesday and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But thank you, the Anthony Brown Show. We would love to be on your show. Okay. So just, you can message us or you can follow us on Instagram at thenetworks.apla and at healthyhim. And we can set that up.
Yes, that
We
is
would love to be
below.
there.
It's currently below. If you look right here, it's going away. It's going away. It's going away, but it's right there. It's right there.
Boom.
So those are our respective Instagrams here. But the next question is, HIV testing isn't part of a full panel testing. Why not? Or is it?
Because
Is that intentional?
At first I thought it was intentional because I feel like the world tries to like hate the gays. But that is not the reason. I mean, it might be part of it, but that's not official.
Okay.
The real reason why HIV is not part of HIV testing is not a part of a full panel testing because you can contract HIV without having sex.
Mm-hmm.
HIV is not just a sexually transmitted disease.
Mm-hmm.
You can get HIV from passing any of the following fluids. So vaginal fluids, anal fluids, cum and pre-cum, breast milk, and of course, the number one girl. What is it, friend? Blood. Okay. So because of that, they don't consider that to be like a full panel STD or STI screening just because you don't have to have sex to contract HIV. Some people even get it from birth.
Mm-hmm. Honestly.
And I think that is so crazy in my Beyonce voice.
I cannot. He's actually a really good impersonator, y'all, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Let's get into the next part. Next topic, celibacy and abstinence. So, y'all, for those who don't know, your boy is celibate. I've been celibate for almost 2 years now.
Is you selling a bit? I'm buying a bit?
No.
Okay,
Thank
so what
you.
does that mean?
So for me, like I said, your celibacy is what it is to you, and everybody can create their own means of celibacy. So for me, your boy only has outer sex, not inner sex. It's not intersex, inner sex. Okay, so outer sex contains, mutual masturbation, sometimes oral if that's what you like, because I love, good fellatio, giving and receiving. It can be kissing, it could be cuddling, it could be, just fraudage, all of the above. If
What's
you don't
fraudage?
know what fraudage, I'm gonna say, yeah, let's get into it. If you don't know what fraudage is, it's when you are sword fighting in a sense,
rubbing dicks.
Yes, rubbing dicks, but with a lot of pressure. It's just a lot of pressure. And then eventually one of you or both of you ejaculates.
Huh.
It's very fun.
So it's so you sandwich the dicks.
Yeah.
And be like this?
Yes. It's typically done lying down on the bed. One is on top of the other, fully unclothed. Both of them are unclothed. And they're just, rubbing against each other. The best time to do it is when you have lube or something slippery, where y'all just be sliding against each other. And then it's just before you know it, it's a blah. So yeah,
okay,
it gives.
All right,
but that's outer sex. Inner sex is obviously, penetrative. Sometimes people say oral, but for me, I took that off my list.
Is that the same thing as abstinent though?
It's not. It's actually different. Abstinence is considered when you are, I don't want to do anything. I may just kiss you, but that's it. We're not doing anything until we're married. You're gonna put a ring on my finger first. That's how they feel.
Nothing. So no sex.
No, none of it.
So abstinence is no sex. And they be trying to tell the gays to be abstinent if you don't want to use the condom. And we just ain't no way I'm about to.
You can have fun and still be celibate, okay? You can have fun. I'm having fun, but I'm still celibate.
Tell us about this fun.
No, you don't even know about that. You know it.
Okay, you know what? Maybe y'all will get it out of Ryan if you come see us for a swab and chill kit.
Yes.
Or an Insti test.
Yes.
maybe we'll get into that.
We can kiki a little bit
on a later time.
Mm-hmm. And it does not look the same for everyone. Celibacy looks different for everyone, and everyone can do it, and some people can't. But abstinence, if you really want to wait till marriage, you do that, and we support you. But for the celibate people, my celibate girls, do you? And you just have a means of how you do it.
So, all of this really sounds because I like how you describe the celibacy, friend, because all of that really sounds like intimacy, real sensual, real it's a deeper connection than just physically, entering somebody or
exactly.
putting them in your mouth.
Exactly, because you're sharing souls when you do that. Your souls. It's very spiritual.
But do you feel as Black queer men we can feel loved without being sexual?
Because hypersexuality is real as fuck.
And we got 2 minutes, so come on and let's wrap her.
Wrap her up. Don't rush me. This takes work. Now look.
The last time, no.
So hurry it.
Like I was saying, I think we can be loved without being sexual.
Uh-huh.
Hypersexuality is so real
But
in our
can we
community.
feel loved without being sexual? Like if we are not getting that physical touch, that physical intimacy,
We're probably not going to feel loved.
Are we able to feel
because
loved?
the natural thing. He said, have you not? This is like another Gemini. You know, I'm a Gemini, so you never know what you're gonna get. You never know what you're gonna get. But anyway, you can feel loved, but I think because we associate intimacy or being physical with someone with love, it's hard, especially as Black queer men. Just like how a baby is born, they automatically they have to be on their father's or mother's bare chests. Like you want to feel that just per intimacy. You want to feel like all intimacy isn't sexual either, but you just want to feel their skin. Again, like we said earlier, you just want to feel bare skin. You just want to feel like that makes you feel connected to a person. That's how two people connect. Like you could literally just be head to head and you would connect with someone because you just simply are one skin to skin and you're just two souls combining in a way. And it's beautiful. It's a very spiritual experience. And I think, everybody should try it. That's me.
I mean, I definitely agree. I feel as a Black queer man, I think you can feel loved without being sexual. But I still think if you're not being sexual, you need to fill that void with some other type of intimacy.
This is true.
Because like Ryan said, you can hug, or you can do the long kiss, or like a Frankie mentioned in our last episode, like a naked shower, like all of these things are well, that's a little sexual, but all of these things encompass intimacy, which I think in the grander scheme of things, as Black queer men, that's all we're really looking for. We're looking for that deeper connection, and we sometimes, I feel, we blur the lines or confuse that with sex. Right. And on that note, we always like to end an episode with some some friendly advice / suggestions. You don't have to take our advice. We are still living and learning with you. But what is some advice that you would give to some of our watchers, listeners, because not everybody watches. Sometimes people just listen, which is fine. Would you give to our watchers and listeners who are thinking about either practicing celibacy or are thinking what, I'm tired of jumping on dick, I'm tired of bouncing on penis and not being appreciated for it. Right. I think I want to make a change.
I would say be celibate, but you can be celibate and make your own rules. That is part of celibacy, which I did. Make your own rules. Tell them, because some people ask oh, can one partner be celibate and the other not be? And it's if the partner is comfortable with you being celibate, then yes, and they understand your rules and they respect them and your boundaries, then yes. But if not, then no. Look, just tell them look, sometimes I just want to jack off. Sometimes I want you to jack me off. Sometimes I want to, give you head. I want you to give me head, and that's it. I don't want you to be poking me. Yeah, and I don't want to be poking you. I just wanted to leave it at that. Penetrative is not a thing. We can just do these other things and just be, still in our groove, and that's just that. But what you got to say?
I mean, I think what I would say is if you are planning on, still being physical with somebody, but not necessarily having penetrative sex or full on sex, I would say have that discussion with your partner about what they like and what you like and how you guys can both pleasure each other. And if you don't have a partner, even if you they're not your partner, but you have a sex partner that you were having penetrative sex with, but now you want to pull back a little bit, have that conversation, have these open dialogues. I feel there is so much sex going on without full trust or full safety, without communication and things like that. And I think that's another thing as well. You really have to, or at least you should try to know a person before engaging in sex with them, because there's so many sensitive subjects within the realms of sex and oral sex and intimacy. And there's just so many emotions that go involved and so many different, it's just so much, and so it can go from a fun time to a traumatizing time really quick. So I just think you need to, and I think it was I think Kwame said it. Kwame, could you bring your comment back up? Yes, be a whole you first before you try bringing someone inside of you. You manifest what you project.
This is true.
And I think that is a beautiful way of putting it. Like, you need to make sure that you are fully self-aware of yourself, or at least partially, and your boundaries around sex before you decide to enter or be entered by another.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I do. Now, in conclusion, as you know, you can find us at Healthy Him and at thenetworks.apla on Instagram. We offer both Insti tests, draw blood, and swab and chill tests, as you know as well. We also, for our positive people, we can link you to care if you are not in care. Also, we do mail out simply condoms. Like, you don't have to get an HIV test or swab and chill kit test mailed to you. We just mail you out condoms and some lube and you be good. Like, we're just here for the safe sex to give you. And that's that. All in all, it's us, your favorite duo, saying bye.